We speak the truth, we shame the devil. And I'll tell you this. When I heard about this news tonight, I was appalled. I was angry. I was scared. But I'll tell you there's one thing that I was not. There's one thing that I was not. And that is surprised. Why? Well, it's pretty simple. Let's look at some dominoes. Let's look at a couple of dominoes. Okay, let's say that you want to create something like the horror that happened in Paris. Okay, let's say we just go and colonize a whole bunch of Middle Eastern countries. They don't have a lot of the Western traditions. They don't have that innocent till proven guilty. They don't have separation of church and state. So go colonize a whole bunch of Middle Eastern countries. Then use largely American military power to overthrow a whole bunch of Middle Eastern governments, say in this post-Second World War period. Then what you need to do is install puppet regimes very friendly to Western governments, the military-industrial complex, and just about every multinational corporation that wants to stick a giant ostrich hedge of straw into the ground and suck out all of the oil that the planet has to offer. Oh! I got a great idea. When you've done that, why don't you sell a whole lot of high-tech weaponry to a whole bunch of Middle Eastern governments so they can really oppress their people? What could go wrong? Oh, also, when you invade and destroy a whole bunch of Middle Eastern countries, really make sure you use the weapons that destroy the entire genetic integrity of an entire population. Then, after antagonizing a whole region of somewhat aggressive people, I've got a great idea. Why don't you invite millions of them to come and live in your countries? And if anyone has a problem with any of this, just scream that they're a racist, xenophobic, Nazi, Hitler, Islamophobe, whatever. Anyone who questions the wisdom of this, just shout them down. Oh, and finally, after you've done all this, I got a great idea. Why don't you make sure that everyone in your country is disarmed? Sound like a plan? Sound like a good thing to do? Great job, governments. We really need to revisit what we are doing in the West. Our governments are out of control. Our debt is out of control. Our children are not educated. We have no cultural unity. Families are falling apart. Single mothers are popping out criminals like champagne at a socialist party. We've got to do something. We are on the wrong path, people. Do you not see that? Do you not understand?